So at half-time here at the Etihad Stadium, City seemingly in control. They lead Leeds by 2-0. Well, let's go back to the studio and we can hear the thoughts of Shaun alongside Cal.
Half-time here at the Etihad Stadium. Welcome back to Matchday Live. Manchester City fans, we're all pleased. It's Manchester City 2, Leeds 0. We could have had a few more goals as well. Shaun, it only took us 60 seconds to get on the score sheet through Phil Foden, which then sparked an outstanding 45 minutes from City.
Yes, and I just have to really just applaud. I mean, this was this first half was exceptional. I mean, I'm going to talk about the out of possession because the pressing, the transition when we've lost the ball the whole time to go and win it back, this is what's really smothered Leeds. We've had the ball, we've been keeping it well, and we're producing the chances that we have done, but the ability of us going to go win it back immediately, it's been phenomenal. Foden, Doku, midfielders, Reinders in there. And I know Pep is very pleased in possession and out possession. It's been phenomenal.
It's been phenomenal. I'll tell you what else has been phenomenal today is our link-up with Seoul in South Korea. We've been bringing you Matchday Live on tour for the first time ever. Nat is over there with Fabian, Delph and Nedum Onuoha. And here are our Korean fans celebrating the Phil Foden goal. And we can see how it means just as much to them as it does to us. That was actually celebrating the second goal to make it 2-0, which was from Gvardiol. And we've been a real threat from the corners today, Shaun.
Yes, it's been really good and really pleasing because corners, there's a real belief. The delivery has been brilliant today. Our delivery into the box has been brilliant. And our players are going in there and attacking. And the feeling, because in the past, we've not really been that clinical on set pieces. But I get the feeling that it's like, we want the ball delivered here, the ball gets delivered right in that spot. And players are going in and attacking. So Leeds know, like, they know they're in a game because set pieces were a danger. And obviously, throughout the game, were a danger. So it's really, really good stuff.
And also, you're talking about that work off the ball, Shaun. It's been evident as well because really, I can't think of a time there was maybe one little break that Leeds had and it fell to the Metro on the left-hand side and he skied it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can't think of when we've had our goal threatened, really.
Yeah. Again, I also have credit to Leeds because Leeds has put their body on the line because I mean, it's 2-0. It could be 3, 4 or 5 because they put their body in line to make many a block, several blocks. But again, this is part of Leeds' downfall. They're not able to create that many chances. Nemecha gets that chance. I would say it's a half chance. Pressure's coming. Is not sent try to go. He's had a touch. Diaz is pressuring him. He's had to hit that shot or it goes away because all the players are getting back, being marked and all that. So this is a side that City that we're really impressed with. Want to keep the clean sheet, not allowing them to have many chances. It's been, for me, it's just been a really exciting half when I see both sides of City.
Couldn't agree more, Shaun.
Yeah.
Right, let's go over then to Nat, Fabian and Nedum. They're in Seoul in South Korea. It's Matchday Live on tour and it's 2-0. Come on! It's Matchday Live on tour and it's 2-0.
Come on! Yes, Kel! Thank you so much to Kel. Thank you there to Shaun Goater. Yes, we are indeed live here from Seoul. It is 10-1 in the morning, but we are not letting that stop the incredible energy that we have got from the wonderful fans out here in South Korea. And of course, Manchester City's first 45 minutes there has certainly helped us to keep on going and keep the atmosphere high here because Fabian, it's fair to say City pretty much controlled that entire 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's gone the way I thought it would go. I expected City to come out fast and they did that. I think 10 minutes into the game, the tempo slowed a little bit, and then round about the 30-minute mark, the pace of the pass improved a lot more, and they just overwhelmed them with passes, and created chance after chance.
An absolute ideal start for City. The first attack of the game, the first move of the game, Nedum, and Phil Foden put it away beautifully.
Yeah, it's a great way to settle our nerves, isn't it? And I've got to say as well, the finish from Foden is so good. He made it look routine, but not many people are going to be able to finish like that. I don't know if you agree, but it always looks nice when it comes in off the crossbar, doesn't it?
It does look nice, yeah. It actually does. I've not done it many times.
Yeah, I've not done it many times either, but that's what I've seen.
Can we just talk about that finish? It's the way he kind of got his left leg out. It was instinctive, but it was also extremely flexible from him.
Yeah, he's an awesome player. You know what I mean? Let's be honest about it. He's a world-class player. And the fact that he can adjust that quickly, because the ball in from Mateus Nunes wasn't really from that far away. So the time it takes for him to adjust, and then to get it under control and make sure it hits the target. Phil Foden's a top player. I mean, that's not new, is it?
We need to give some plaudits as well to Mateus Nunes, who obviously put the ball in from down the right-hand side as well. He played a lovely 1-2 in the build-up as well with Bernardo Silva. It was a great ball from him.
It was. We spoke about it, didn't we? We said it was a ball into the box, but one that was going to be difficult to execute. But just to shout Phil's name again, we were speaking earlier, and usually you'll have a type of player that is similar to a player that you've seen in the past, but there's not many players that you can say Phil is a similar player. So he's like very unique to himself. But yeah, it was a good ball into the box, and he started the game well. He's been playing very well, so we need more goals. City of old would overwhelm teams and we'd just be super aggressive and we'd be looking to get goal after goal. Hopefully more are going to come, but if we keep this tempo, I think that'll happen.
Yeah, because of course scoring in the first minute, but then it took us another 25 or so to get the second. And that came probably unexpectedly, although not last season when he was getting quite a few. Josko Gvardiol, of course, it was Nico O'Reilly who knocked the ball down from the corner, and it was Josko who managed to... He was quickest off the mark there.
Yeah, he was. It's the old tackle finish. I did a few of them in my time. But I think in some ways it has been disappointing that City haven't scored from set pieces so far this season. But in this game in particular, Josko already made first contact with 2 set pieces. One of those, I think, led to the corner that the goal came from. So yeah, it's good to see him have that sort of aerial prowess and just the ability to sort of be a threat in and around there, because that instinct to get there, if Haaland did it, we say he's a predator, so, you know, it must be the same for Josko.
Oh, I think Josko would like that as well if you called him that. Of course, 2-0 up and Erling Haaland hasn't scored yet. I mean, that's very rare. Yet.
There's plenty more time. He will get an opportunity and I'm sure he'll score.
I think that also demonstrates how well City are playing, given the fact that Erling hasn't scored yet and City are indeed 2-0 up and dominating the game.
Yeah, it does. To be honest, from watching the game, they're isolating Haaland. There's like, every time the ball goes into the box, there's one in front and one behind. They're almost boxing him in. So he's finding it difficult to get space. But I feel like if the tempo of the pass and the rhythm of the play stays at high tempo, he'll get more of an opportunity to score goals.
And of course, when we see teams do that, putting 2 on or trying to box Haaland off, it's only leaving more space for the others.
100%. He wants the ball moving fast, because when you're in a static position, it's hard to generate any energy to get forward to win that heading ball or to get that first connection to strike the ball. He wants it moving at pace.
We've had other opportunities as well. Phil had an opportunity, I think it was James Justin that blocked him with that. It was a good block, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a very, very good block. It's the type of thing that, you know, if you did it yourself, you almost celebrate it at times like it was a goal. So yeah, they have been on the back foot, but they've had to put their bodies on the line. They have done that. They're still 2-0 down. But I think the next time Phil has a chance like that, he's probably going to score again.
And it looks like at the minute he's going to have that chance as well, because he's been getting himself into some really great positions. In terms of the second half, Fabian, what would you like to see City do more of, apart from, of course, score?
Yeah, I'd like the tempo. The rhythm for me is decent in spells, but I would love to see a vintage second half performance where they're moving the ball at a good pace and getting that rhythm going.
I like the sound of that a lot. Yes, and your prediction is very much on.
To be fair, his is technically on as well, but give it 10 minutes and we'll see.
What would you like to see more from in the second half?
I think it's the same as the tempo, and I think if City perform really well in the second half, I think you'll see the Leeds players put their heads down, because they won't get a ton of the ball. They'll be very much on the back foot, and also City can make changes which will make them even more dynamic. So I think from City just going out there, being on the front foot and knowing that, say, Leeds will go out in the second half and say it's only 2-0, score 1 goal and maybe something changes. Well, not the case if City scored a third. Yeah,
it's that old football cliche that 2-0 could be dangerous. Have you got any hope for Leeds in the second half?
Well, there seem to be, they're looking for the counter-attack, and they'll be hoping that the City team switch off and they'll pounce on any opportunity they get. But they seem to be very compact, they seem to be defending very deep. They've got a game plan, and it's definitely a counter-attack, but I think if City start fast and do the things that we talked about, there's probably no hope for Leeds, but relying on a mistake.
Are you sticking with your prediction?
Yeah.
Sticking with yours?
Of course. Sticking with 5-1.
Yes.
You've got an opportunity to change your mind.
I'm sticking with 5-1. I was going to go higher, but I'll stick with 5.
I'm just going to go 4-0, I think. Just 4-0 there. Thank you so much, Fabian. Thank you so much, Nedum. And thank you so much to all the incredible fans here in Seoul. It is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning here, and they have been absolutely incredible. And the celebrations when we scored as well were wonderful. So a big thank you here. We are going to head back over now to Cal and to Shaun Goater, who are pitchside at the Etihad Stadium.
Thanks, Nat, and thank you to our amazing fans in Seoul. They really are amazing, because we know it is the early hours of the morning there, but you've been so great, and the celebrations, the energy, it's beautiful to see, especially for all of us here in Manchester, so thank you, team. They've gone 4-1, 5-1. We're keeping the clean sheet here in the studio with Nat.
Clean sheet.
Straight up. Come on, baby.
That's it.
Come on, baby. I've just looked out here on the pitch, and I did see there were 2 Leeds players that were being put through the paces, whether they make a change straight away or not. But Leeds are obviously going to have to look to do something different to try and get themselves back in the game. The lads there spoke about tempo. From a Leeds point of view, what do you think they're going to be trying to come out and do to get themselves, at least, I guess, a bit more at a level playing field this season?
I think it's a brilliant question, but I'm no Einstein. I'm no Pep. What can they do with what City put out there? It's going to be hard. And Fabian Delph is right. The counter-attack situation is their best situation and/or set piece. So they're going to get few and far in between those situations. So they have to make those count. They can't get 6-7 chances and think, well, that's what we need to get 1 goal. They need to make their opportunities count. City, it's more the same.
Yeah.
For City, it's more the same. I like that Doku's actually a little bit in the 10 position.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that when he gets it in turn, he can drive forward and create things. But I just think that they're just... Part of my thought, if I'm them, I don't want this to be 4 or 5. So if I'm making changes, I'm putting on a more defensive team and say, I'll take the 2-0 and say, yeah, we lived for another day.
Yeah.
But if they try to go and try to be more creative, City will exploit them. It will become 4 and 5.
And we know that Erling Haaland eats up goals for breakfast. He could potentially get his 100th Premier League goal today against Leeds. He has found it difficult, but not necessarily from anything he's not doing right. It's just that Leeds seem to really made a concerted effort to crowd him and stop him from doing anything, which has worked so far.
Yeah, it seems as though probably one of his only chances was to go that Foden scored. He was right behind Foden, and Foden obviously does well and scores that chance. But I can't imagine that he goes this game without getting 1 or 2 good chances. They're doubling up on him, as Fabian said, they're doubling up on him. But I think as this game goes on, he will find that he will get that yard and time that he'll need to get those opportunities. So I can still see him scoring a goal, definitely.
Nico O'Reilly again as well, I think has been so brilliant on that left-hand side. Nedum correctly pointed out at the start of the show, who is now a fully fledged England international. He seems to be just growing and growing performance by performance.
Yes, and what I like is I never saw him as sort of a left-back or defensive player, because in the academy he was a 10 in his early years. So the further he goes forward, it's his natural stuff of where he started as a youngster. So when I see him pushing forward and getting anywhere up around the edge of the box, he has the quality. He has the quality to do well in those positions.
Well, Shaun, as we can see, the officials are slowly but surely making their way out, and I think we've seen a couple of City players just edge their way out as well. Here comes Pep Guardiola. There is the big man as well. They're making their way out to the pitch. So listen, we'll be back at full time. Alistair Mann and Nicky Weaver on commentary. Thanks for joining us. It's Manchester City 2, Leeds 0.
Thanks, Kel. City players still milling around in the tunnel. Indeed, there are no players out on the pitch apart from one. It looks as though Leeds are making a change, because going through all these paces at the moment is Gvardiol, who is a centre-half. I don't know if Leeds are maybe going to go to 3 centre-backs and 2 wing-backs, or whether there's an injury to either Roden or Strout. But either way, they're obviously making a change here. And Gvardiol is about to come on for Leeds United. My gut feeling is they'll probably go back to a back 5 and say to City, well, see if he can break the five-man back line down, because the four at the back has clearly not worked for them. Well, Struijk and Rodon aren't coming off because they're just about to enter the field, so it looks as though they are going to go to a back five. Alongside me, Nicky Weaver.